Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Minimal Mindful Mama. I'm Katie Mixon, and if you're new here, I make videos that help busy moms to simplify and declutter and minimize and organize their lives so that you can actually live the life that you want to be living instead of having to be cleaning and organizing all the time. Today's video is actually kind of about this very topic, as are most of my videos. But today, as a part of my intentional January theme, I'm doing a clean with me video, which I'll talk about in a few minutes. It is very cold here today. It is about 20 degrees, which is pretty cold for the area in which we live. So that is fun. I'm trying to keep our house nice and warm, but it's definitely a struggle. I'm very grateful that we have a real fireplace that really tends to be helpful, especially on cold days like this when our HVAC system is struggling. This week I worked full-time, which I typically work part-time, but this was just a very busy week. There is a lot going on around us and in our family and just in general in the world, I feel like. So it was a very busy week, and I was not intentional this week in the way that I've been working towards this month. And that's not really a bad thing either. It's just that I was busy and I was at work all day and I didn't have time to put in to being intentional in different areas. And I feel like that is very reasonable. We are human, we only have a certain amount of time in our day, and we just can't do it all at the same time. And so because I was focusing on work so much this week, I was not focusing on decluttering my home or cooking the most nutritious meals for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, etc. I also, as you can probably tell, have a little bit of a cold, and so that's just really decreased my energy to the point where I really need to catch up on cleaning my house. So typically to do this, I would go room by room, I would make it perfect and amazing and spend a lot of time on it, maybe even several days to recover from a week like this. But I do not have the time to do that at this moment. I basically have this weekend to attempt to return to some semblance of normalcy and then to prep for the week ahead. So I've been looking up different methods to keep up with a good cleaning routine for people who do work full-time or don't have as much time necessarily as I did before as a stay-at-home mom. And I'm not planning to work full-time long-term either. That's just kind of the nature of things at the moment. When you have a sort of flexible job, there just tend to be busier seasons and less busy seasons. And I've just been feeling so overwhelmed. Like, how do people even do this? Like, it feels so impossible and overwhelming. And so I've been looking up different routines or methods of keeping up with your home when you are working full-time or just have a very busy lifestyle. So one method or routine that I found that I liked was by Cassandra Arson. I've loved watching her Hot Mess House TV show, and she also has a YouTube channel, and she's famous for like the clutter bug method of organization. So I did change a few things on this list, add a few things, take a few things away to better suit my home and my needs at the moment. But I felt like this was a good routine that would be easy to follow. And so I'm going to just be going through today with my little modified tweaked list and tackling my home and getting it just cleaned up. And while it's true that I won't be doing as much decluttering or organizing or maybe as much reevaluating and intentionalism as I was hoping to be doing this month and this year at this particular moment, I think that it'll be a really good reset, and I'm sure that we all could use a good clean reset in our home. My goal in all of this is to be more intentional with having a cleaning routine and to figure out something that will work so that it's not as overwhelming to keep up with my home and I don't have to do like a massive whole house clean, and I'm able to just keep up with it better in general, and then I'll only have to do like the deep cleaning type stuff on a less frequent basis. So I did feel like this video kind of went in with my intentional January theme. It just wasn't one of the ones that I had originally planned to do when I planned for my intentional January videos. So if you have dishes to be done or laundry to be folded or a tub to be scrubbed or whatever it may be, I would absolutely love if you go ahead and grab your stuff and we'll go ahead and clean our homes together. So it is a mess, but first I'm going to start with these baskets of clean laundry which need to be put away. So I'm just gonna quickly sort these into piles of who they belong to on the couch. I have started to keep socks in the shoe bins with the shoes so that, one, they're not taking up valuable space in the girls' drawers, and two, since we don't wear shoes or socks in the house, it makes it really easy then when we're leaving to just go to your shoe bin, grab your socks and your shoes. Now that some of the clean laundry has been put away, I'm going to tackle this mess behind me in the kitchen and just get at least a load of dishes going in the dishwasher. So the dishes are not by any means done, but I filled up the dishwasher and started that, so I have a load going in there. And now I've moved, as you can see, the remainder of the dishes mostly to the sink so that I can go ahead and try to clear and wipe down the counters. So I'm taking a quick break from doing cleaning things. After this, I'm going to go and clean off the bathroom floor and then spray everything down and just let it sit for a few minutes. But I am taking a break to make some food and some coffee with my brown sugar oat milk creamer. I'm going to show you how I make that because it is so delicious. So the first thing that you're going to do is toast a few tablespoons of brown sugar. Make sure that you're using a metal pan to do this and not a glass one, as you'll be adding oat milk, which will probably be cold later on. So then after the sugar is mostly melted, you can go ahead and add some oat milk. I usually do about a cup since that's usually how much creamer that I'm trying to make. And then you can add some vanilla and stir it till it's dissolved. And then you just pour it into your coffee, and I like to use my little milk frother to froth it up to give it more of the latte type of feel.
Mommy, catch us!
Catch you?
Yeah.
Here I come. I got you! I got you! You want me to tickle you? Yeah. I'd like to take a minute to tell you about the cleaning products that I'm using in this video. So I really like the brand called Blueland. This video is not sponsored or anything. I just have fallen in love with their products and been recommending them to all of my friends. So Blueland is a company that is actually started by a mom with a mission to reduce single-use plastics and make it easy to be eco-friendly with innovative products in reusable packaging that are convenient, effective, and affordable. The dish soap powder, hand soap tablets, and laundry tablets are all hypoallergenic, and the cleaning sprays and dishwasher tablets have been developed using natural or naturally derived ingredients. They are cruelty-free, and they list all of the ingredients that are used on their website. Blueland is a certified B Corporation, and aside from how convenient to use and well their products work, I just really appreciate and stand behind their mission. It's really easy to use. They ship you these refill tablets, and they all come in compostable packaging, and you simply drop in the one tablet and then fill it the rest of the way with water. The tablet will then fizz up and create your cleaning product. I use their Clean Suite, which is the multi-surface cleaner, the glass and mirror cleaner, and the bathroom cleaner, as well as their dishwasher tablets, their dish soap powder, their laundry detergent tablets, and their new toilet cleaner tablets. I love how safe and effective and easy to use they are, as well as none of them have that really strong cleaner type scent that you're used to with commercial cleaning products. When you order the starter kit, it comes with the reusable dispensers or the tins, depending on which product that you're ordering. And then after that, you can just order the refills and refill and reuse your original reusable dispenser. One of the newer products that I love from Blue Land is these toilet cleaner tablets. So you just take one of these little discs and you drop it into your toilet and it'll fizz up, kind of like how a bath bomb does. And then when it's dissolved, you just use it to scrub out your toilet. They have a really nice lemon scent. They work really well and I just really like them. A lot of people probably disagree with me on this, but bathrooms are actually my favorite thing in the house to clean because I feel like you can tell such a difference when it's done, unlike some other things where like you do it and it doesn't look much different.
I couldn't help myself. I had to go 'cause I was afraid. Oh, let me know when you want to call me back. I'll be waiting here for you.
final thing that I did was to have my kids help me pick up all the toys and things on the floor so that I could then sweep and vacuum the house.
Like I'm supposed to do. Oh Lord, how can I go wrong? Knowing you're the one I depend upon, and
Well, that is it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for cleaning with me today. Don't forget to check out Blueland if you are interested. I love their stuff and I'm constantly recommending it. I hope that you got a lot done as well and that your house feels calmer and more peaceful, and that helps you to feel less overwhelmed the way that it does for me. I hope you're able to take a little bit of time for yourself, even if that's just a few minutes, to sit and drink a few sips of your coffee before it gets too cold. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your January day, and I will see you in my next video.